The hidden truth. But there is a deeper truth. What if I told you? Your mind was never designed to remember happiness first. It was designed to protect you from pain. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors survived not because they remembered beautiful flowers, but because they remembered the place where they were bitten by a snake. Not because they remembered every peaceful day, but because they remembered the one dangerous day. Pain became a warning. And the brain learned one lesson. Never forget what can hurt you. That instinct still lives inside us today. The danger has changed. The jungle has become a classroom. The wild animals have become people's opinions. The snake has become a single hurtful sentence. But the mind still reacts in the same way. That is why one insult echoes for years, while 100 compliments quietly fade away. The problem is, this instinct was created to protect your life. But today, it often steals your peace. Every time you replay an old insult, your mind believes the pain is happening again. It doesn't know the difference between a real wound and a remembered one. That is why some people spend years fighting a battle that ended long ago. The insult is over. The moment has passed. The person has moved on. But the memory still lives inside us. Only because we keep giving it a place to stay, the invisible prison. There is another truth. A prison is not always made of iron bars. Sometimes it is made of memories. The strangest part is, no one else locks the door. We do. Every time we say, "I still remember what they said," we give that old moment a little more power. Imagine carrying a heavy stone in your backpack. On the first day, it feels heavy. After a week, it feels unbearable. But ask yourself, who asked you to carry it for so long? The stone was never tied to your back. You simply never put it down. An insult is exactly like that. The person who threw it walked away. But you kept carrying it. Day after day. Year after year. Until it became part of your identity. Slowly, you stopped seeing yourself through your own eyes. You started seeing yourself through the words of someone who never truly knew your worth. And that is the greatest victory an insult can ever have. Not that it hurt you for a moment, but that it convinced you to doubt yourself for years. So before you believe every painful word, ask yourself one question. Is this the truth about me, or just someone's opinion? Because opinions change. Emotions change. People change. But your value should never depend on a single sentence spoken by a single person. The choice. In the end, life gives every person a choice. You can spend years trying to erase one painful sentence. Or you can write hundreds of beautiful new ones. Remember, a tree does not stop growing because one branch is broken. The sky does not lose its beauty because one cloud appears. The ocean does not become smaller because one wave crashes. Then why should your life stop? Because of one insult. One sentence cannot measure your potential. One person's opinion cannot decide your future. One moment of humiliation cannot erase a lifetime of possibilities. So the next time someone tries to make you feel small, don't ask, "Why did they say that?" Instead ask, "Will I allow these words to decide who I become?" Because that answer belongs only to you. And always remember, an insult is not the end of your story. It is only a sentence. Your life is still an unwritten book. So don't spend the rest of your life reading the same painful page again and again. Turn the page. Keep walking. Keep growing. Because the strongest people are not the ones who were never insulted. They are the ones who refuse to let an insult become their identity. And perhaps that is the greatest truth of all. One insult may stay in your memory, but one courageous decision can change your entire life. That is the real victory.